This video is brought to you by Squarespace.
I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now.
Today is the day we have been waiting for, well, a long time. We are back in the Dominican Republic and we are beyond excited right now.
Yeah, we're actually starting things off in Punta Cana. I feel like this is the way we normally do the Dominican Republic. We fly in here and explore this area.
So more than likely there are two different groups watching us today. We have the group that watches every week. You guys are probably just as happy as we are. We're back in the DR like we said, and we don't even know how long we're gonna be here for. At least 6 months, so expect lots more videos around the Dominican Republic. But also there's probably another group watching that does not watch us every week and they just wanna know a little bit more about Punta Cana. Well, get ready, we got a lot of info coming up today. We're gonna take you off the resorts as well. But by the way, we noticed a lot of you guys are not subscribed. So we're just gonna take a minute here and give you guys time to click the little subscribe button below. I'll just wait. You good? You get it? All right, let's go.
So for those of you that are new around here, a little bit of background about us. We actually live a good part of the year in the Dominican Republic, so we are quite familiar with it. But we're typically on the other side of the island, the north coast in Cabarete. But we have been literally all over the island. We've been to so many different places. So if you are interested in learning and seeing a bit about the Dominican Republic and seeing some different places, you should go back and check out those videos.
So right now we are on Bavaro Beach, and if you're wondering when we're here, it is November. Now you might see a big old pile of seaweed back there.
And garbage.
And garbage, so sargassum is still a thing, but they're cleaning it up.
Yeah, it's not as bad. We've been here in previous years, and it's often like big piles of it. It's often in the water, and I actually don't see any in the water right now, which is pretty good. So they just probably need to come around with those big machines and clean this up, and it'll look a lot better.
The other thing is we're actually not staying at a resort. We're gonna take you off the resort, but specifically we want you to stick around to the end of the video because we're gonna show you where we're staying. We got quite the place that's just 3 minutes walking away from this beautiful beach right here in Bavaro.
So of course Bavaro Beach is one of the most famous beaches potentially in the entire world. It's also super long, and I was reading about it. Apparently it's 45 kilometers long, which is absolutely crazy. But the funny thing is that I also read that it's one of the longest beaches in the Caribbean. But when I looked up other long beaches, like what is the longest beach in the Caribbean, Google told me that there's a beach in Barbuda called 17 Mile Beach, which would be shorter than this. So maybe someone can explain that to me. Is this actually the longest beach in the Caribbean?
I'll tell you, November is the time to be here. If you guys ever get a chance to come in the low season, it's absolutely great. It does rain a little more. The thing is, the trade-off is there's way less people. There's actually a really interesting fact about the Dominican Republic. In 2023, there were 10 million visitors that came here. I think it made it, what, the #1 island for visits?
This is the #1 visited island in the Caribbean. I'm gonna be curious when the 2024 stats come out. Like, is it gonna be a lot more?
You guys might have noticed it's a little wavy today. It's not the Bavaro Beach that we're used to, huh?
No, usually the waves are not very wavy here, and it's usually very, very calm. So this is weird. I was actually surprised when we walked down here. It was like, whoa, there's some big old waves here.
Yeah, it's still absolutely beautiful though.
Yeah,
like,
it's funny how the color of the water still stays the same even with lots of waves.
Well, we just stopped into a little beach bar here called Souls. This place is so incredible. And we got a Presidente light. You guys know that watched us in the DR before. We love these beers. It's our first one in a while.
First one in 6 months, so
cheers.
Excited. We got a cheeky little lime in it too. Most people don't do that, but there's a pro tip for you.
I know, we're so excited to be back here, you guys. I think you all know this is one of our favorite countries. We practically live here at this point. We spend more time here than any other place in the world, including our own country in Canada. But we thought we'd give you a little bit of some tips while we're on the beach here, especially when it comes to the vendors. Like, I know a lot of people say, like, yeah, you know what, one thing about Bavaro Beach that's not so good is there's like a lot of people around trying to, like, I don't know,
fish you in, or trying to get you on a tour or anything. So you're constantly, like, if you go for a walk, you're probably gonna have at least 20 people approach you. You can get to the point of being annoying. You can just say no gracias, but I find they're pretty, they don't usually just walk away if you say no gracias. We just say, here's another pro tip, we say, we live here, which technically I guess we do, and they usually are like, oh, okay.
It shuts them down right away. Like, you know, when they say, where are you from, and then you have to answer. We support the vendors that we can, but when it's every vendor, like when the vendors see you saying no to other vendors and they come right up, it can be a little much.
It's fine if it was just a few, but when you're getting on to like number 20, you're like, okay.
Yeah, exactly. So just say that you live here. Trust me, it works. works.
You've probably figured it out by now, but of course, if you're not staying at an all-inclusive and you were worried about coming down to the beach and every place being a bar just for all-inclusives, no, there are plenty of just like random beach bars that anybody can go to and you can pay to go up to that are not associated with any resorts, just like this place. So you will not have a hard time finding anywhere to go.
It's funny, we'll be honest, when we first started to come here, we thought it was just resorts, right?
We totally did, because even when you look on a map, it just looks like one resort after one resort after one resort right in a row. And there are sections for sure that are just a bunch of resorts like just piled on top of each other, and there maybe isn't much in between. But this area where we are right now is a lot more apartment buildings with a few all-inclusives thrown in. So you get a little bit more variety.
Before we get any further in the video, we just wanted to say a huge thanks to Squarespace, our longtime sponsor, who is back once again.
We actually just redesigned and relaunched our website, delightfultravelers.com, and of course, we use Squarespace to design it.
Squarespace is the all-in-one platform that helps you stand out and succeed online. Get started by choosing one of their professional website templates with designs for every style that can easily be customized. They have dozens of templates to choose from, as well as pre-built layouts. This made choosing a style for our new website so much easier.
And did you know that Squarespace has an app for iOS and Android? It means we can edit our website and monitor analytics from anywhere. They make it so easy to stay on top of things while you're on the go.
Are you ready to build your own website? Head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/delightfultravelers for 10% off your first purchase of a domain or website.
And of course, a huge thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video and supporting creators like us.
All right, back to the vlog.
We are just coming off the beach right now. I think this neighborhood is actually called Los Corrales. Someone can correct me if I am wrong. We were here a few years ago. I think we were actually in Punta Cana last year, but we only did an all-inclusive. We didn't have time to come off the resort and try some other things. So it's changed a lot, which I didn't realize. Like, there's so much development happening. I literally remember walking down the street a few years ago, and I feel like there wasn't a whole lot here. Maybe I'm just misremembering it. But
No, I know. Like, this building, I think was here. It's a little bit older, but if I look this way,
like this one?
like they're brand new. Some of those are crazy new, huh?
Yeah, there's all these ones that, well, we're staying in one of these, but they're called like Pool Garden 1 and 2 and 3 and Beach Garden and all these different names, and they all seem to be part of the same like development. I don't remember them at all.
So we will show you guys our place at the end of the video, like we said, but right now we're trying to adjust to the heat while we're on our way into like the little town part, like the main area of this neighborhood where we're at. We're going to show you that, but the heat, you guys, you can probably tell we're sweating to death, huh? And this is a little different than the environment we came from.
It's funny because we were just in Greece for about 2 months, and by the end of it, it was starting to get a little chilly. They had to wear a sweater. There were heat lamps out at nighttime. It got down to like 14 or so degrees at night. So we were starting to be like, it's a little bit too cold here, and we were kind of making jokes with each other, like soon enough we're just going to be sweating constantly, and here we are.
I know, like I said, you guys, we're used to the heat, but when we're out of it for about 4 or 5 months, yeah, we get the sweats. We're dying here.
I feel like we even sweat after we've been here for 6 months, so
also,
no excuses.
if you are wondering, it's humid. I know a lot of people ask us about humidity all the time. Super humid always in the DR, so that's just something you got to get used to.
Yeah.
If you want to come to this paradise, get ready to sweat. We wanted to show you guys some of the construction going on around here. There's lots happening. Like, this is a brand new building that we're in, and you can see like restaurants here. You can see, I think the guys like working on stuff. So there's a whole bunch of stuff. There's even like a Taco Bell. I saw a Taco Bell sign that way. So I don't know, this is crazy.
I didn't even realize there was Taco Bell in the Dominican Republic. Have we seen one before?
I don't know about the DR.
I've actually never eaten at a Taco Bell. Anybody else? Are you guys big Taco Bell fans? I can't believe I've never been at one, but maybe we'll come here when it's open someday.
You can see another construction building happening there, like all these new walkways. There's actually a cute little strip of restaurants on the other side. We're gonna head that way. One of the reasons we really love this place is there's tons of options like this. Like, some of this stuff wasn't here about 2 or 3 years ago, at least the last time we were here. All these cute different cafes, and I think a lot of people that come to the resorts don't know you can do this. They're told, like, don't leave the resorts, it's dangerous, but I can tell you it's not dangerous at all. Well, at least not in this area, that's for sure. But right now, we're gonna go into one of our favorite little bakery slash coffee shops. Well, this place is right up our alley. You can see all the delicious treats. We also got one of these. It's a nice latte. Mine is with normal milk. You got almond milk.
Almond milk,
yeah, you can get different kinds of milk here, which is something you definitely couldn't do years ago, that's for sure.
One thing I keep forgetting to ask for is to see if they have coconut milk. Another pro tip for you is iced coffee with coconut milk is the yummiest thing ever.
Yeah, we learned that.
And I keep forgetting to ask.
We learned that in Vietnam, but yeah, we usually, in Cabarete, in the north coast of the DR, the Dominican Republic, we always do that. But speaking of the north coast of the Dominican Republic, you guys are probably wondering, are we going back there? Right now we're about 6 hours driving from there. Yes, so if you're watching this video and you're wondering what life is like outside of the resorts in Punta Cana, this island is huge.
It's massive.
It's so big, right? So we spend all of our time up in the north coast. We'll be going there for at least half of the year, six months or something like that.
We'll definitely be going back.
We can't wait. But another topic to talk about, very important one, because all you guys are always asking us about mosquitoes in the Dominican Republic, those pesky little flies.
So are they an issue here? Absolutely yes.
Yeah.
Definitely come with some or buy here, some very good mosquito spray. Otherwise you are going to get devoured. I know this time of year is obviously really rainy, and the rainier it is, the more mosquitoes are out, but even in the wintertime, they don't go away.
They don't go away. Maybe what I'll do is I'll put a shot of what we use on here. It's like the off kind of deep wood stuff.
Yeah, that's the only stuff we found that actually works.
Take it from us. It's got DEET in it, but it's like off basically is the brand. And we spent at least a year or two, maybe more in this country now. We just coat yourself in that. I call it my cologne. It will help you, I promise. Like I said, I'll make sure that I put a shot up on the screen so you can see it. But just know that you're coming here. It's part of the trade-off. You're going to have to deal with that. And dengue is something. It's like dengue fever is a big thing.
It's definitely a concern here. I know a lot of people will say to us, like, oh, you should really use more natural products, that DEET's really bad for you. But I think dengue is probably worse than DEET. And really, it's the only thing. We've tried the natural stuff. We tried vanilla. Nothing works.
Nothing works. We went, really. Thankfully, knock on some kind of wood somewhere, we have not had dengue fever before. We know people that have those, so it is real. But the good thing is the doctors here in the DR are top notch and they know how to treat that. So if you're ever coming here and something like that happens, don't worry about it too much. They'll take care of you. The Dominican Republic and their healthcare system is absolutely phenomenal. People are nice, doctors know what they're doing, and they'll help you if you get bit by a mosquito and you get dengue.
It's time to show you guys the apartment. We are staying in a building called Pool Garden Residences. I can't wait to show you the outside, but first we're going to give you a tour of the inside, but I will tell you the outside is where it's at. It's really, really cool. So hang around for that. But we are in the kitchen right now. Actually a really great kitchen, probably one of the better ones we've been in the Dominican Republic, and we have stayed in a lot of different places. Get an oven, like that's a big deal. Not that many places have ovens. A cooktop over here, and then you have your obviously full-size fridge over here. I think the only thing that's actually missing from here is a dishwasher. I don't think there's a dishwasher, at least unless I missed it. But there's a massive sink over on this side.
So I'll take you guys into the dining room here. So yeah, right in the middle of the room you have this nice table that of course we got set up as a workstation, but I love how spacious it is in here. There's a lot of room, and speaking of rooms, take a look at the living room.
Yeah, this is a super nice living room area. I love the sofa, it's massive. You can fit a whole bunch of people here and it looks super cozy if you wanted to sit and watch TV. So the TV is just over here. I love it. I don't think we'll have time to watch TV while we're here, but I wish we did.
Yeah, all the furnishings are really nice in here, huh? You got like plants. Of course, you have the TV, like everything's nice and bright. So the place we're staying in is a 2-bedroom. So that means you guys can come over. If anyone on the other side of the screen wants to come join us, come on to Punta Cana. But let's show you the other, the extra, I guess, guest room. So yeah, this would be the 2nd bedroom. Really nice, huh? Like the colors, the furniture. Bed looks like a queen size, and then over here you got like a big closet. But I'll take you guys this way and show you, well, the master's that way. We'll leave that one till the end. But there's also a bathroom right here. So this is kind of just in the hallway off the living room. You got a nice vanity, colors nice. Hey guys. Then you got the walk-in shower as well. So that's really nice.
And then through this door, we have the main bedroom. King size bed. You guys are probably laughing at me because every time we do a room tour, I never know what size bed it is.
I think that is a king size bed, like an undersized king size bed.
Yeah, it's like bigger than a queen, but maybe not quite a king.
Again though, you have really nice decor in here. Like I love all this stuff, the colors, the blue, it's carried through the whole apartment. You have like nice
they've done a really
paintings.
nice job furnishing it. Then you got a TV in here as well. And then this way we have a great big closet. Our stuff is taking up a lot of space, but it's pretty big. And then this way we have the main bathroom, or like the master bathroom, I guess it is. You have 2 sinks in here, which is very convenient. I can't remember the last time we even had this. Toilet and shower over this way.
We saved the best for last. I'm not sure if any of you spotted this on the tour, but yeah, we have a pool right outside of our living room. Like, look at this. This is wild.
This is amazing. So I know with like, if you stay in an all-inclusive, you can often get like a swim-up room. I don't think we've ever stayed in an apartment before that has a swim up pool right there, like literally right off of our patio. That's amazing.
This is a first. That's a good point. Now I wonder here at the end, like you can see, well, first of all, there's stairs here, so that's kind of cool. There's chairs down there, so it's definitely a shared pool.
Oh, it's 100% a shared pool. I think it goes pretty far. It's a longish pool, so all the units down here can walk right out.
Mm-hmm. And then you got a couple chairs here as well. This place is a really gem, like a gem of a find.
This is amazing. So we paid 120 USD per night. A little more expensive than we usually pay, but we kind of wanted to do this. And again, if we had friends with us, it would be a lot cheaper. So come join us.
I think in the next video we might be doing something a little more budget on the budget side. Yeah. So this is our splurge. Well, this is really nice, and we had a lot of travel lately, and I feel like this is well deserved. We've stayed at a lot of budget accommodations, and not just places like this, that's for sure.
We're also still slightly jet lagged, so this is a nice little treat.
Very jet lagged. We came from Europe, if you guys don't know. We're not from Europe, we're from Canada, but we were over in Greece and Turkey, and we had a blast. A little bit jet lagged, but man, we're so happy to be back in the DR. I still can't believe like this place, like this kind of luxury condo is just like minutes from the beach.
It is. So you guys might remember not long ago in the video we were walking down the street that was just off the beach, and we were saying all these new developments here that we don't remember from before, and we were staying in one of these buildings. This was it, obviously. It's literally like right off that street.
Yeah, it's like, I don't think a lot of people, I'm sure we said this already, but don't think you can do Punta Cana this way. Like a lot of people just go straight to resorts. And now it's got us thinking, like, what if we try to do Punta Cana on a budget? You know, maybe in the next video, we've been talking, we'll see, no promises, but we might try to go to a more budget-friendly place and just see what we can get for like half the price of this place or something like that.
Because I know for everybody, like some people want to come to Punta Cana and they don't realize that there is a way to do it on a budget, that it doesn't have to be super expensive.
Yeah, and we should probably talk about safety as well, because I know a lot of people at resorts, we've been asked when we've been at resorts before, and people say like, what do you do when you go outside the walls of the resort? Like, is it safe out there? Like,
we literally had somebody ask us once, where do you eat? Almost as though there's no like restaurants or anything once you leave the resort. But
I know, yes. I mean, there's fast food chains here, there's mega malls, and you name it. The DR is pretty modern, so we just want to let you know it's entirely safe to go off the resorts here. Dominicans are some very nice people.
They are obviously the same like safety precautions you would take in most places. Wouldn't go out late at night and not know where you're going, or just walking around late at night or anything like that. But in general, you're going to feel very safe here.
Yeah, we're not the kind of late night people anyway, but if you just kind of do your own thing, keep to yourself. You know, we always say don't do drugs, kids, but you're going to be fine here in the DR. It's entirely safe when you get off the resort. Sure, you might get some people to try to get you to do tours and all that, but it's part of the fun. Bars have like a lot of live music. The food is affordable depending where you go. There's high-end places you can eat, and there's places that are like really cheap.
Like local, especially if you go to a local place where the locals are eating, you're going to spend a lot less money.
Yeah, probably a good time too to talk about, well, what are our plans next? So I know a lot of you guys are wondering. I think we mentioned already that we will be going back to the north coast of the DR here, Dominican Republic, for about 6 to 8 months. That's coming up, but first we're sticking in the south. Yeah,
in the meantime, well, we're going to be here in Punta Cana for a little bit longer, so as we said, we're going to do a little bit more of a budget stay next and see how cheaply we can do Punta Cana. But after that, we are going to do, every year we try to do one all-inclusive resort just to see if we like it any more than we previously didn't like it.
I feel like anybody that watches knows it's not our thing. Honestly, sorry for anyone's watching that they're into resorts. It's just never quite our thing. We're used to doing our own thing off the beaten path.
But we understand that people really love it, and so we keep trying it. I also want to like give you guys some perspective into like different resorts and what to expect. So we will be heading to a resort that's closer to La Romana.
La Romana is up next. We've only been around that area once, and we were off resort and sort of on resort as well. And then after that, we're hoping to get to Santo Domingo again. We absolutely love that city. It's enormous, and there's so much to do there. And then we should be making our way north for like many, many months. So all you guys that are asking when we're going back to Cabarete, because I know a lot of you watch, we could be there by the time this video airs, but I'm not quite sure.
Probably.
You'll see us around. I mean, I would say for sure in probably December.
But also for those of you that maybe aren't so into the Dominican Republic videos, we will do kind of what we did last year. Our plan right now is to take off to some other Caribbean islands, maybe ones we haven't been to before, maybe ones we have. We're not quite sure. We haven't figured it out yet, but explore, sometime in the wintertime, maybe try a few different islands. Yeah, we have a few in mind. We're trying to get to some ones we haven't been, and now that there's some more affordable airlines down here, it
kind of opens up the door. So let us know if you guys want us to go to any certain islands, because we can base ourselves here in the Dominican Republic. Kind of
Especially if they're ones that we haven't been to.
I would love to go to some. There's so many, but it's going to be fun. We're stoked to be back. We hope you guys enjoyed the video today. If you're new, it's Trevor and Anna, delightful travelers. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button because there's so much coming up, as we said.
Yeah.
If you're not new, you know the drill. Thanks to all of you guys that come back week to week. If you didn't show up, we wouldn't show up. That's basically it. So we love that you guys come back. The travel community here is absolutely incredible. But we're going to keep swimming here, enjoy our time, and yeah, good to be back, isn't it?
All right, guys, that's it.
From Punta Cana, wishing you delightful travels.
See you soon.